Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Age of Empires 4 replay. Spawn top left side as the blue Ottomans, we got David Kim. Spawn bottom right side as the red Zuzi's Legacy, we got EL.loueMT. This is also a recent patch. It looked like just a basic bug fixing patch, or at least when it comes to balance stuff. And this is the first time I casted Ottomans with new Spectator Replay update. Let's as well as Chinese. Okay, Highland Tang Dynasty does not reveal what's going on. It does show me how many pure collectors and Vizier. Oh, perfect! I can now click on this and reveal the what's it called? The Vizier points. Perfect! I love they're adding more and more functionality, and I've been loving it. It makes my job so much easier. Either way, when it comes to map generation, do notice that Red Blue has both his deer deposits right next to each other. Boar is also nearby, however, he is Ottoman, and eating pork is haram. And for this, the Zuzi's Legacy, gotta keep an eye where his meditation gardens may be. We've got twin minaret being deployed in the field. Meditation gardens could be deployed out here. I don't know how many berry bushes. Probably won't skim them all. Okay, deployed just right there, which I believe it does not affect the sheep. He may get a couple wood chips. I wonder. Does it have to be fully complete to recognize that the tree's there? Or can it be chopped down? Let's figure out, let's see how this interaction works. Does it work for stumps? Does it work on deployment? Or does it work upon completion? I have no idea. This should be the only tree in the radius. I don't think this other tree's in radius. If it is, it'll probably get one wood chip per minute. Let's see, I need to... Let's see, switch to regular UI. Probably switch over to him, see. Looks like it's not being affected. Looks like it's upon completion. Does not get affected by the... or the stump, and looks like it's upon completion, because on starting, this thing wasn't being chopped down just yet. Do now have professional scouts being researched by Zuzi's Legacy. Red has a scout here. Blue does not have a professional scouts just yet. Still building twin minarets. Of course, a scout pursuing the scout here. And now I got the villagers, 8 villagers pushing forward, suggesting he's going to build a town center on the delicious deer. Maybe right around here. Oh, no. They're just, yep. I, second guess myself for good reasons. Scout almost down, dead 1 health. His health regen did save him. And Blue's herding some more of these deer. Does grab a single deer there. Horseman push forward. Horseman does fall back, and Blue will be just clicking up the delicious venison now. Red will only steal 1 piece of venison. And looks like Red does drop the deer. Blue is pursuing. Blue is going for survival techniques, not professional scouts. He does not need professional scouts, since both his deer deposits spawn pretty close by each other, and has built a town center there as well. We got a healthy number of scouts pulled up by Red, and I love how the fact that the initial scout is still a Chinese scout, not a Zuzi's Legacy scout. So that bug is still in there. I just realized something as well. I actually have my Age of Mythology setup turned on. There we go. Turn on Age of Empires 4. It may not make big changes, but it is actually where pretty much where the chat window's sitting. If you want to chat and show where the chat window's at, that would be, you're more than welcome to. Oh, maybe 3 people watching the stream. We do now have a Sipahi deployed in the field. Sipahi, I think, is still the heaviest of all the light cavalry. So heavy the fact that it doesn't get its full movement speed for light cavalry. Scout shanking the scout, but of course got a scout here, but also the scout will just run away from the scout, and the scout will not be supported and engage in the scout. Though with the mounted here, they all can gang up on him and shank him. Sipahi engaging this scout. First Vizier point wasn't the Imam, so got some two free Imams. They also give a bit of a health regen aura. We do now have this barracks going on up. Only the meditation guards deploy in the field. The Zhengen Tower is not common to see built before they start building a whole lot of production structures, but you don't have to go for it immediately. I still forget what all the dynasties are for Zuzi's Legacy. I can never remember those. More supply in the build queue for the Ottoman. Zuzi's Legacy does have a good number of spearmans. Nice little stick right there, caused some pathing issues. However, Angry Men 26 are still very effective versus men and horses. Got a spear brace on both of them, very nice. Got a lot of good damage there. Root engagement device spearman, while he only got like 1, maybe 2 stabs, that was still very good. Local doggo gains some bites there. Exotic doggo does take a stab there. Scout is down, and we got some spearmen straight forward. Getting some good hits there on these scouts, or not scouts, Sipahi. Very different things. Oh, we got an early battery ram now being pulled by the Zuzi's Legacy. He's going to try to close the game sooner rather than later. He has a good number of spearmen. His opponent does not have any proper counter to spearmen. He can easily take out the battery ram if it gets unsupported. The Imams providing some excellent health regen here. These Imams just may need to be tasked backwards. One spy goes down. It's Spear Brace. We've got early Palace Guard on the field. He needs archers. He doesn't even have any military campuses just yet. Or military schools, what they're called again? Military schools. Oh yeah, now I don't think I ever seen the renamed of the was it cavalry archers or horse archers. They actually got a proper Ottoman name now. I don't think I ever cast them with the proper Ottoman name. We got Mount Lu Academy being employed by the Zuzi's Legacy players, who's aging up. Does not get a volley onto that battery ram. Counts are firing away. Oh, he looks like has gone for the crossbow defensive emplacement. Yeah, the extensive fortifications reduce the cost of building defensive buildings by 20%, and garrison units will be armed with crossbows, getting +1 damage versus heavy, or +1 damage in total, and +2 damage versus heavy. Make it a bit more effective in defense. Very nice. The head Imperial Armory now being deployed in the field, giving out some free siege weapons. I think it seems like the spring golds are still the best option from the hidden Imperial Armory. Since they have half the production time as Mangonels, and since they got a pretty good buff versus melee infantry, such as this current composition, they should be pretty good item to be put in the field. Right now, blue does have a decent villager advantage, nearly by 50%. Villagers trying to repair up the town center. Veterans have not connected just yet. Horseman there takes a bit of fire. He does have a single archer now in the field. Got a lot of work ahead of him. There's age up, will still be a bit of time before he gets any free spring golds, which he desperately does need. Turning to the Mangonel production, I really think he should switch the spring gold production. And probably get a blacksmith nearby so it gets faster production speed. Stable's now on fire. Looks like the Spearman and Palace Guard does find a villager. Red Silver kills 8 villagers opponents. Got a Janissary deployed in the field. They are mainly being built Janissaries. Does get overwhelmed by Spearman and Palace Guard. And the best way to deal with these early Janissaries is... Wait, no. Zeus's Legacy can't deploy archers. So Janissary is going to be particularly effective against Zeus's Legacy, since he can't get out the counter unit, which is regular archers to light gunpowder units. So I engage some Spearmen into the Palace Guard there. Man-Arms overall great option at this point in time. Castle Age Man-Arms will be better than Feudal Age Palace Guard. Another Janissary gets stabbed to death. They'll try and torch down the battery ram now. Imam's getting some good healing over there. Since he also has 2 Imams of you, he can quickly grab some relics. Red has picked up a relic. Sorry about that little clicking sound, that's just my drink. Sort of re-expanding. Town center almost down. Town center being abandoned. He does still have a superior number of villagers, but he's going to get more than lost here. Blue's not counterattacking. Still has a Magnet on the build queue. Almost another Vizier point, which he could get out Advanced Academies, Janissary Company, or Pax of Ottoman, barring the other items. He only has up to 5 Vizier points without the Istanbul Imperial Palace, or Academy, whatever it's called. Some villagers are getting picked off there. A couple more went down there. 57 versus 51. Does get a Maginot port in the field. Bali down south with a couple meter. The house will burn to death. He does need that popular space. Bali pushing over here does find some red villagers. Very good pick. He has killed maybe 6 villagers there. A decent number of villagers at least. He has so far killed 6 villagers in total. Got these 2 horsemen. Or no, these are 2 scouts. Bali should be able to defeat 2 scouts no problem. That's more Janissaries in the build queue for the Ottoman player. Zeus's Legacy is just going for more Spearmen, more Palace Guard. And do now spring all production in the Hidden Imperial Armory. Should get a 1 out every 60 seconds. Great spree embrace there onto the spy. Going to take out a good number of them. Scout is down, not big surprise. We are seeing more archers, more man-at-arms, of course more Janissaries. We do now have the single whip perform. Gonna whip those Imperial officials into shape. Villagers taking some damage there. A decent amount of damage on those villagers in total. And red has claimed 4 relics and picked up a 5th one, so looks like red may get every single relic. So you may want to get out you and Dynasty sooner rather than later just to get out those pagodas. One monster here. Villagers migrating over here, trying to claim boar. Red's now pushed along the flank. And blue has a number of villagers up here just to claim the berries. He is Ottoman, and while he's Islamic, he does not get the advanced berries. Pumbaa getting stabbed to death here now. Will go down before any villagers go down. And there is enough surface area around the board. Walls have gone down. Villagers have deployed out a mining camp there, trying to claim a bit of stone. We have a bit of a small and large gold deposit for the future, as well as noticeable gold deposit over here for the Autumn player. Still a large gold deposit over here as well for red. Number of House Guard and Spearmen pushed along the flank. Oh, and there is a nest of bee. House Guard getting picked off by the crossbowmen. Spearmen and Palace Guard now advancing, trying to get these wall segments down again. Wheelbarrow now being researched by blue. A scout here does see a bit of fire. Spotty needs to keep his distance. Does get a free shot there. Spotty push way forward over here. They do need a medic. Red's falling back, taking a bit of damage there from these various units. Scout does go down. And it looks like some of these siege weapons are getting overran by these spearmen. Spotty engaging. This Springald may go down. Does not. Nor does Maganel. Needs a little bit of repairs. Janissaries can repair them up as well. Blue has set fire to the gate, and looks the Spotty here will be cleaned on up. They are pretty wounded. And red will take out some of these units here. A couple doggos to main those sticks. Go the stick, they'll be happy. 3 wolves over in this region. That's quite a decent number of wolves. Not like they really matter all too much. They have right now. The units all have 2 armor, so these wolves only do 1 damage. Yes, I actually going for Pax Ottomana, which is a temporary 4 minutes, give 50% faster village production speed. His one does have 2 town centers, so his production queue is going to be Let's see. Okay, it's already subsided. I missed the 4 minutes of it. So, red will eventually catch up and surpass blue when it comes to village production. Have you seen the military academies? Yes, we have. They're all going for crossbowman production. Got a bit of stone walls going on up. Some of these villages are being picked on off. They all are down, but the walls are somewhat up. They can be torched. And we'll probably destroy a decent number of these segments. Nope, just create a small... Oh, no, this segment is gone. While the gate is still standing. Trying to go for more walls there. Got a very good nest of these. However, they got cut up onto the wall segments there. Got more wall segments now being built over here. He must not have had a vision over here when he queued up those wall segments, because they just... Or no? Maybe it was lack of stone? Hard to say, it's not fully built. I do not know what to make of it. We do also have now +1 military campus also queued on up, so he only has one vizier point. Trade bags and siege crews are all both pretty nice, but also as well as advanced academies. Obviously, one of these three should be what he should go for. Does his legacy start getting pretty close to age on up? Autumn player has enough gold to age up on up, nowhere near enough food. Starting to go for some farms now. Spearmen taking out some of these units. Red has, of course, claimed every single relic, so he's going to get a lot of extra gold generation. It looks like he did actually get one wood chip from the meditation garden. That could have been from this tree here. Temple of the Sun now being deployed on field, which gives him configurable bonuses. I do think he should eye for Human Dynasty relatively soon, just so get those pagodas out. Combine with Tithe Barn, he will get a lot of free resources from those relics. Villager here will go down. Spearman now push away forward. Villagers getting hacked apart a little bit. Istanbul Observatory being deployed in the field as well, which will improve his blacksmith production bonus. Try and build more stone walls. That villager does go down. Spearman push way forward. You know, I'm sort of surprised he didn't go for the Zuzi's library to get out the what's it called, Roar the Dragon for the Fire Lancer Spearman. He has been pulling a good number of Spearmen as well as Palace Guard. Oh, howdy. Thank you for the raid of, holy crap, that is quite a bit of people. Welcome to the stream. Red right now has a decent number of Spearmen and Palace Guard. Howdy. Spearmen moving around. Thank you for the follow. Oh, there's gonna be a lot of those, isn't it? Yeah. Spearman does chase the villager to the outpost there, trying to get a little bit of gold there. Nothing too much grab from there. Oh, neither of these are beasties, so I guess that you guys must have been talking about a previous game. My apologies. Palace Guard heading up north. These Palace Guard trying to move over here. The set of Palace Guard getting hit a bit by the Spring Golds. Trying to move towards just up there. May intercept these villagers here. Shaolin Monster being poured in field. Give him access to the UU and Dynasty. Oh. Thank you for the... okay, that was a subscription. Thank you for the subscription. That's gonna be a lot of stuff. Oh boy, there's gonna be a lot of notifications. Palace Guard to push over there. Does take out the... or prevent the deployment of the military school. Heading towards the... elite Spahi. Now they're sort of scattering each other in a single direction. Instead of grouping them trying to make their way over there. But with all the pathing, they are having trouble going through the urbanized area. Palace Guard does find some of these villagers, but the spot here engaging with the Janissary. Red's now moving over here. Blue does have a keep here, trying to collect a bit of gold, but he can easily get inside. I'm just sort of casting anything that's of decent length. Can't say if it's old or new. I just look at the game length and start casting them. Though then again, with the recent patch, all the replays are within the last week, so it's not necessarily old. Palace Guard and Spearmen pursuing these villagers. They get a bit of repairs there. The keep will stay up. The villagers may go down. Blue is going at 87 villagers versus Red's 110 villagers. It looks like this keep has been fully repaired. Mining camp needs to be replaced. Going for an outpost over here. And now we do have these set of Janissaries engaging the Palace Guard as well. Palace Guard will be forced back by the Janissaries. The set of Spearmen could find this body, but there should be enough there to gauge the Spearmen. Blue's now pushing down over here with a good number of Janissaries and Crossbowmen. A number of the Palace Guard are falling back. Spearmen push away forward, and we got the Spotty pursuing them. Over here, just some Palace Guard. And got a decent number of Janissaries over here. Villagers rotating over to, I'm guessing, back to the gold deposit. Blue's now heading towards the center of the map. No damage on these walls. He does have a Mega Node to siege it down, which is not great. Just okay. And it looks like the handful of these villagers are trying to fall back into the keep. Or just trying to build the gold mine. Your official there, supervising the collection of that mill. Wooden wall will go down, but there's more stone walls in the back. So, he's going to run to a brick wall, literally. He does have some population space for some battery rams, so maybe squeezing out a couple right now wouldn't be half bad if he wants to break on through. Think about battery rams. Red has some battery rams here. Change Suits will have a bit of trouble versus them. But the villagers not so much. Red has 2 villagers there on gold. Red is low on gold and wood. Does have 4 relics. The 5th relic has not been dropped off, I guess. And the keep will just take a little bit of damage there. Imperial official now coming over here to supervise the collection of the gold mine. All 2 of those villagers for that. Spalhi finds some outlying units there, and do have a good number of Palace Guards before. They do have Divine Haste active, so They overrun us almost as fast as heavy cav. And we've got now the keep now under siege, sort of. Always retarget towards the villagers, of course. Handful of villagers on wood being brought back. Some reinforcing Sipahi here, and blue is withdrawing his entire army just to deal with the small amount of palace guard. So this will give red some more breathing room. We'll lose these units, of course, but sometimes a bit of breathing room is all you need. Janissaries could just garrison inside the keep in order to protect himself. And the palace guard most got immolated by the boiling oil. Or scalded. Scalded? Either way, villagers now being focused down here. Blue's at 103 versus 125 villagers. And we've got these villagers now trying to collect a bit of stone there. Still got 1,200 remaining there. And we've got the Sipahi engaging the palace guard. Up north, got the couple palace guard here. Managed to find some villagers. While we've got the Sipahi down south engaging these palace guard and a spearman. Or maybe not. Right now, everybody is everywhere, so a bit of run-bys there, and got the Sipahi engaging these villagers. No, oh, yeah, we do have 42 active. Yeah, a good number of red villagers there, down to 118. Blue is now below 100 at 80 or 98. A bit more farms there. Gold deposits down to 600, so not too much is left. What was the last Vizier point in? It did go for the Advanced Academy. Palace Guard now charging the way forward. He does have 14 spring golds. The problem is its speed. These Palace Guards basically horse movement speed, while spring golds are technically counter to them. But with this high speed of the Palace Guard, they also counter to the spring golds. So it's all about positioning in this situation. Sipahi starting to engage. Janissary is firing away. They have right now 25 damage versus just 8 armor. Sipahi does fall back a little bit there. Palace Guard still pursuing. Got all these forces now pushing along the flank. A handful of crossbowmen. Not elite crossbowmen. And the spring golds will help clean up the last bit there. Let's see, just villagers here going for the stone. That's just Monk there, trying to claim the sacred site. Bit of extra stone walls for blue. Looks like he is starting to fully wall up his side of the map. Maybe we'll see a stone tower here to protect the sacred site. Probably not. Palace Guard pushing on the flank. Of course, with now the stone walls, they'll have trouble breaking through. Couple of units here, they can get overwhelmed by the Palace Guard, no problem. Great Bombard. Oh, gotta make sure you don't go on the other side of the gates, or else he will get picked off. Palace Guard, if they're just in a general move order, trying to find an opening, but there are none. Blue's now pushing over here. Got a good number of nested bees, a hive of bees, if you will. Spearmen now pursuing the Sipahi. Spring Golds can't do much versus the keep. And so right now, blue is actually lacking a lot of anti-structure damage here. Got torches and a mangonel. That's pretty much it. But it is set ablaze. Got some forward battering rams here, ready for to batter down the gates. And looks like that Great Bombard does go out ahead and gets picked off there. Is the Hidden Imperial Armory was deploying out now? It's currently deploying out Great Bombards, not Spring Golds. You know, maybe Spring Golds would be a better option. Be faster producing, a bit more effective as a counter versus all the Palace Guard. But of course, Great Bombards still be useful at battering down all the structures, which is something he is actually lacking. Keep his force fully garrisoned, does have the crossbow placements, able to get some great damage onto these Palace Guard. Palace Guard head up north. These guys heading over the right side. Some of these villagers are getting hit. Bowling oil being very useful. And now got the Spearman Palace Guard backing on off. Bit of damage there onto the outpost. And now got Zuzi's library, so he's going for Ming Dynasty. You'll have all the dynasties deployed in the field. Spahi can't break on through. Got a second layer of walls being deployed in the field. And those Spahi do manage to get an angle to hit that battering ram. I wonder if the villagers can get on top of the wall and throw torches down onto the battering ram. Oh, either way, the wall has been knocked down. Let's see, got a big wave of battering rams being pulled out right there. One thing that Red could try doing is sneak in a couple Palace Guard or Spearmen behind the gates and infest your opponent's base with battering rams as well. Last remaining crossbowmen are here, and those units do get repaired. Over on the left side, do have now a big group of Sipahi here. Battering rams breaking down to more walls. And there we go, the walls have been breached. Palace Guard in a hold movement, hold ground stance. Battering ram easily goes on down there. Ring placement walls have been queued on up, but can't reach it, of course. Over on the right side, spring gulls being brought back, destroying more of the walls, which was actually a good idea. And now here comes the battering rams. Villagers here to defend, but there's a good number of Palace Guard to defend the battering rams. Villagers, I think, heading to repair the keep. Spahi trying to engage his Palace Guard. And Spahi only slightly faster than Palace Guard. So they actually have a bit of trouble catching up to them. And looks like they're just heading right there. Great Bombard would be a great pick. And more of the infrastructure over here is going on down. Palace Guard now pushed towards into the left side of the map, trying to claim some more villager kills. Spahi pursuing these guys, Spahi pursuing these guys. Left side just have villagers collecting wood. And a battering ram being torched down by some villagers, who also battered down these walls. Red is backing off over here, trying to find that gold deposit, or what's non-existent of it. Mosque will go down. Interesting place for a mosque. Probably just need a forward spot to blow out imams to collect up sacred sites, because he has no relics on the map. Another gate going on up. We got a red keep going up here, but looks like the Janissaries will gun down those villagers. Probably now pursuing these battering rams, which of course they will run to a brick wall. Villagers will be saved there. Right now, Blue does 75 villagers, which allows him to field a much larger army. He's not pop-capped at the moment. He has a decent float of food, well, massive float of food, some wood, some gold. While right now Red does have a good float of all resources, including stone. I wonder if he split those pagodas. Let's see, those are barracks. I see 2 relics in there, which means there's pagodas. Yep, he has built pagodas. Able to get a good amount of income from there. Palace Guards push way forward. Does find some hits there on these great bombards. And battering just taking out more of the gates. Great Bombard will be safe. You can use Janissaries to repair it up. They do have a siege repair ability. Palace Guards trying to decapture the sacred sites. Sacred sites will be used for both players to get a little bit extra gold income. Let's see, what gold is left on the map? Red there's actually a decent amount of gold here, 3,800. Over here, this gold deposit has 42,000, which, not 42,000, 4,200. So a decent amount of gold there as well. And I see a bit of blue inside, gold inside blue's walls. Sapahi falling on back. This gold deposit has 108, so just send one villager. So there's still a decent amount of gold left in the map. Red has a decent amount of granaries here, but of course pretty far away from any sort of taxable drop-off point. But if he really needs to, he can always collect up those taxes and get a little bit of gold going. No, I say a little. The problem is, it's the distance. Pulling out a town sort of here could be good, just help drop off the taxes and get about, by the time he needs to get it, could have around 2,000 gold there. Which can get you quite a bit of fuel, especially with Palace Guard, or what, 25 gold? Yep. And right now with Ming Dynasty, they do also do plus 20% damage. 6 Nest of Bees. Problem is, his bonus force is mostly Sapahi. And not too many Janissaries at the moment. Thank you for the follow. I gotta thank a lot of people after this game. Take time and read them all off. A good number of bombards, a great number of great bombards. And those couple villagers may go down there. We've got 68 villagers left, but he's at pop. No, he's not a pop cap. He is low in wood, so he needs to get that fixed. Red is also at 84 villagers, so both of them are relatively low in villagers, and actually Red's relatively low in food. He's going for another Grenadiers. Nest of Bees fire a volley there, largely missing. Mangonel fires, hits some infantry. Mangonel does go down, Great Bombard's firing. Nest of Bees firing against some Sapahi and Metter. Sapahi charging way forward, Nest of Bees firing away. Sapahi advancing, fires a good volley down those Sapahi, getting some decent damage there. But Sapahi do find some of these Nest of Bees, do get intercepted by some spearmen. Good volley there. Regular bombards do take a bit of damage there. Sapahi falls on back, and the Ottoman player has surrendered. This is Angry saying thank you for watching, and on to next replay.